Hello everyone, I'm Chloe, I've been a K-pop fan since 2019. Sometimes I make grammar mistakes and I hope I express myself, so I don't know how this video is going to end us. I took a long break. Mental health, bad. Normal health, bad. So I'm doing that the ENHYPEN catch up because there was a lot of teasers and trailers. Luckily, Hype already made like the playlist for ENHYPEN scene series, so I'm like, thank you. But normally, if it's lore, especially with the trailers, I will watch 2 times because it's very lore heavy. But again, my health is still not the greatest, so I wanted to go back and watch. But I mean, going back to K-pop. And again, I'm doing these videos for myself because I enjoy them. Even if no one watches them, it's for my own enjoyment and my enjoyment. It's like a hobby. So I can't spend a lot of time trying to understand everything. Everything depends on my back pain. Like, it's the worst part. So also I didn't record anything for 2 months. Also, I didn't speak in English for 2 months, so that's going to be rough getting used to speak in English again. Also, speaking of ENHYPEN, their anime, it's out. It's out. Like a few days ago, episode 2 came out. But for some reason, I found awkward to watch it, and I don't know why. I've tried episode 1. I watched the opening, and I was like, I don't know why. I was laughing so much, especially in the scene like they walk, like everyone has the same walk and the backgrounds change. I found it super extra funny, and I was like, okay, when everything gets out, all the episodes are out, I'm going to watch it. Again, I didn't read the webtoon, so I was like, since they're making the anime, I'm going to watch the anime, and then I get some of the story. Back to the anime, I knew the opening was going to be 1 in a billion, but what I didn't like that they start with the chorus. Like dun 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 dun, and I was like dun 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 dun, you know, to go into the verse, but they went as a chorus and I didn't like it. I don't know why. So first we're having the scene vanishing album teasers. So 3, 2, 1, play. So having black smoke, like, wait, is that from Desire, right? Oh, oh. Like a lot of info in a short period of time. That's what since the trailer. It's I suppose is the trailer. I think it's the other 3 trailers. We're going to get more from the story, but for now it looks like the black smoke it's back. I suppose since Desire we had that smoke. Also a lot of bats. We know they are the vampires are getting hunted from what was before Desire? Not the MV, but the trailer for the one before Desire. My brain, not the best to remember titles. So I the back to the mansion from their debut, which it escapes my mind. What was the name? Oh my god, I'm blanking out that I'm from the start. I'm not good with titles. I forget titles super extra easily. Looking at the tired. Ba ba da ba ba da ba 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 da da da. Given taken. So I don't know if that is the school that they were, but it reminds me of that building from the debut. So I suppose they're going back to their roots to get more information about what is happening. I'm not going to watch everything from the playlist, just like the chapters, if that makes sense, and then the MV. So the scene, VANISH, chapter 1, it has a very gothic style, even though it's not gothic wise, just because there's skyscrapers. But by the drawing and the black and white, it gives like that gothic feel and sort of cathedral. I'll play. The drawings are cool. I think I'm going to pause it since I'm not going to watch again. My God, already starts to work. But it looks like one member that it's getting. Oh no, they are hunted by these black shadows. Again, I don't read the webtoons, so I have no idea what these shadows are. I think it's other vampires. Maybe purebred vampires. I don't know. So they are hunted. Let's go. The girl. I forget her name. I'm pretty sure there's going to be signs, even for the silhouettes, like the black and white and drawing silhouette. They will know which member is. I'm 100% sure there's going to be fans like that. So they are running from the shadows. Again, I forget the girls' names, and I don't know how she is important to the lore because I don't read the webtoon. It's more like all the members are drawn to her, and like she has that. Because I remember another trailer where like it was two sides of the girl and everyone was beating each other, if that makes sense. And I don't remember if she also was beating other people. But she woke up. It doesn't matter. My brain it's been years. Like maybe 2 years since that trailer. More than a year for sure. And I watched it just once. Oh, someone's invincible. I have to say that not sketch. How do you call them? Schematics? It's exactly the map that you'll expect in a video game. And the circles, some of them are hidden, like the open ones. It's like, oh, you can see it inside it, and then the other one, I don't know how to explain, I'm going to maybe show it, but the one that they looks that they're hidden, and somehow you break the wall and you enter those secret rooms. Like the round one on the left, and then the doesn't matter. But it's more like a video game building that a real building, if it makes sense. نتيجة longitude. Oh. Oh. I like that when you the explosion and you have like the tinnitus, that's what we say in English, like you can hear also the song being like muffled. The song! Also, the black and white like cityscape gives a Batman vibe. But I don't remember right now. Like the 90s Batman, if that makes sense. Not the Tim Burton Batman, but doesn't matter. I say it, but I need. Wow. Back. No way back. That's what I wanted to say. No way back. So if they're going inside, it just move forward. Never look back. But info. The shadows are after them. The black people shadows. The black hooded people. It's after them. They in search of something. Again, I don't know what they're searching for something. They have the schematics for the place, the map. So they're looking for the exit, which didn't make sense. Maybe, I suppose it's underground, or they go through this tunnel in the mountain and then you find an open space with the mansion, maybe. Again, I'm thinking the mansion, back to the debut, and also the schematics, it doesn't look more like corridors than just a building. What else was there? Like bats. Are the bats guiding them to the right place? Also the song. I loved the song. I don't know if it's other songs from the album than the title track. Also, I think from all the members, when there was a shot of Suno, he looks the one who was the most tired. Next is chapter 2. Big girls don't cry. I believe. I'm on myself because don't cry. It only hurts if you let it. The cowboy. I don't forget the members are the one that is those cowboys. I'm on myself because don't. No, it more. I don't think it's all the members, but it looks very 70s doing Wild West movies. It only hurts if you let it. These boys, they only want your heart. They try everything to break it. Really, they needed a special mask to find the members. I don't think they're invisible. They're out in the open. And normally this would be like a thermal shot, but I suppose since they are vampire, maybe it's the idea that they're cold-blooded or like they are not really living, so they can't use maybe the thermal. And they're using this black and white weird mask. Like the sparkles around Jungwoo. And like we are in a bad situation, but oh my god, I'm going to help. What's the girl's name? I think it starts with S. Sola. Or that it's the girl from TXT. Because I know tomorrow by together also they having a girl, and I also don't know her name, but she doesn't appear more like ethereal, and ENHYPEN is flesh and bone girl, but I don't remember her name. I never remember her name. I'm like, I'm going to help you, and just the sparkles in reality, you're back to this desert and the crow. Okay, Jake. Big girls don't cry. Big girls don't cry. Big dog don't bite. 내가 지켜줄게 아무래도 없게 왜 맨날 big girls don't cry. Like seeing them drinking in my brain sometimes I'm like, yeah, they are adults. It's been some years since they debuted. But my brain sometimes I'm still thinking of them as barely adults. Why makes sense? That happens with a lot of groups that I saw debut in the last 5 to 6 years. I'm like, oh my god, these adults now. If they want to say Jake, he has a radar. I don't know also which power, like the member's power. Big girls don't cry. Big dog don't bite. 내가 책임질게 걱정하지 마. Go with me now. Oh, there's the wanted. The sinners. Are those blood ice creams? So I think at the present time, yes, they are running from the shadows, but at the same time, they are not worried that much of being followed or hunted. And the mansion. Wait. So again, I think they are back looking at their roots, because also somehow I think the feeling that maybe they have some memories forgotten, like their first. I'm thinking back of Drunk Days when everyone had that very rococo vibe, especially the outfits, like very prince-like, if that makes sense. And there was this goddess, let's call it, or the mother vampire, the mother vampire, and it's like a maybe they transformed the member, or the members were like the royal guard of this figure. So again, I don't know, but reincarnation. Maybe only the girl has reincarnated and the member somehow lost the memories and they were back in this mansion during the debut, which is I still give and taken. Oh my god. So it's like going back there, give to see how everything started, why we are what we are. If that makes sense. I don't know. Okay, I don't read the webtoon. I need a break. Oh, so next we're having the scene Vanish, chapter 3. And I got this video is going to have my colors are going to be all over the place. And I don't think I'm going to like fix it because balancing, it's not my forte. And it's like, I don't care anymore. Play. Or is the building from Desire? The billionaire escape. Apples. There's a lot of apples. Or just Nikki's the one with the apples, right? Because now Nikki was eating an apple, and I'm trying to remember if there was more apples. Like, since it's having like the scene theme, that's why the apple. You know, back to the religion and the fruit that Adam and Eve eat, and they got expelled from Garden of Eden. Maybe that's why, I don't know. This looks like some Mediterranean country, maybe tiny bit Italy. Like the vibe from the building and like how the vegetation is. It's very specific. You could just coming out. I love that shot with Suno. Oh. Also, there's a lot of, how do you call them? Fruits. But also you have the pomegranate. Isn't also pomegranate considered a sinful? Again, also all the religion that I had to study was to understand literature, especially medieval literature. Like if you don't know anything about religion, especially like Catholicism, studying the poetry there, it's going to be rough, especially analyzing it. But it doesn't matter. But isn't there a debate if during the Adam Middle Eve and that story, debate if it was an apple or a pomegranate? Or I'm thinking because it's another mythology from another country, like that pomegranate it's also like a sin fruit. So that's why a lot of apples and pomegranates, even though there's another fruits, those are the central pieces. Dark sun. Who is the one that's getting stabbed? So is that stab scene, even if it's just a shadow, it's like again foreshadowing a future event? It's like something that's going to happen in the future and they're having like some sort of vision, or it's something that happened in the past and they are remembering after they were, how do you call it, crushed. They're car crushed. Well, what do you call it? Again, I didn't speak in English in 2 months. I forgot. A lot of shadows. I was like, oh, we don't care about the shadows. We're going to have a fun time while we are, enjoying the sceneries. But then, like, stuff are starting to get serious. Maybe because until now they didn't really were very worried. If that makes sense, they were like a tiny bit cheeky, like we are strong, we are vampires, we can do this. It's not super serious, but now at this moment it's like, yes, it is serious. Like we need to how do you say it? We need to get serious. That's the one word that came to my brain right now. But who stopped? For some reason I'm thinking June, and I don't know why. Maybe there was some other MV or some other trailer from like in the past that it had maybe something alluded that something is happening with Jungwoo, and that's why I'm thinking maybe the one who's getting stabbed is Jungwoo. But at the end, the one who you see, like the last member that you see, I think it's Jake, right? Or is Jungwoo? Yeah, I think it is Jake. So, like Jake having a vision. I don't know. But things are getting serious. There's a lot of shadows. It looked cool. Everything looked cool. Like the special effects. I hope it's special effects. So with my hoping that everything was special effects, VFX, and maybe some practical effects. Everything looked cool. So that's everything that I get from the trailers. Oh my god, it's going to be hard to record, but again, I wanted to record again, even though I'm not going so in depth as I want. So, like, again, the story, they didn't take serious the shadows, so they were searching for this. Are they searching for the red round sphere? That's what they were searching, like going for the cave, and all that. I thought it was maybe just like the building, but there's that at the building it looks the one from Bad Desire, specifically the trailer before Bad Desire, right? Yeah. I don't know why I thought maybe it's going to be the building from the debut, like where everything started. But again, they didn't take really serious like the threat, and now it's like, oh no, it's more serious than you thought. Like we slacked, and now it's beating at us in the butt. I took a break and it didn't help that much. I played. Danger or escape. Ooh. Okay, I have to say it that the scene where they have the broken glass and there's faces in there reminds me of N-Team. Where for before Back to Life, the MV before Back to Life, the last Japanese comeback before the Korean comeback. That makes sense. At the end, there was a scene with the broken glass and the members with different looks. That's what reminds me here. Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe it's the same theme, or maybe it's like since ENHYPEN and ENHYPEN story are interlaced. No, how do you call it? So maybe that's why we're having that. I don't know. Why Nikki is like. Oh. So they are really hunted. Is it lore accurate that I'm just bad with it. But it's lore accurate that Jay, his one of his powers maybe is his canines are can become knives, daggers. I was thinking of kunais. We have an impression that behind the mask are the members. This is trippy. I love the outfits. Those are some very sparkly knives. I can take this seriously. Sorry. Very cool. Like the last transition between remember, and all the colorful effects, but somehow I couldn't take it seriously, and it was super funny to me. Maybe because they look too serious, and it's like, yeah, I don't know why. This is the most trippy one because more than effect, like it's the visual that they are wrapped, if I make sense, especially the borders, and it's too much effects. I hope everything is special effects and not AI. But I think at this point in time, you have to get used to AI if you don't want it. I hope the fad with AI is going to end. So again, I hope everything is special effects. But back to the chapter. This is since there's a lot of movement and very fast and like it gives a very trippy feeling, like, oh my god, what's going on? Like, whoa. And also because so much movement, you get a bit dizzy, if I make sense. Also, the colors, again, it gives a very dizzying feeling for me. I don't know how for other people, but for me, it was like a tiny bit like, whoa, like too much was happening on the screen. So, this is okay. First thing first, why do people in the mask have those spikes? It looks ridiculous. But they have helicopters after them, like the battle helicopters. It reminds me of the helicopters from Rambo. I don't know why I'm thinking of Rambo. Or like some action 80 movie, 80s. A movie from the 80s with like a lot of action. Think again some Sylvester Stallone movie or Arnold Schwarzenegger movie or Jean von Claude, yes? Von Claude. That was his name, I don't remember. I never said that name out loud. That would reminds me of the helicopter island, don't know why. So there was a screen and they are breaking the screen, and after they breaking the screen, like the music, it went like a tiny bit more distorted. So I suppose I think of breaking into another dimension. Because everything was too futuristic in VANISH. Not futuristic, but it gives a tiny bit of neo-punk vibe. Like cyberpunk vibe, if I make sense. So that's why also I'm thinking different dimensions. I don't know. Again, I didn't speak about the trailers, I think. I suppose the songs that we hear in those trailers is going to be on the album. So for now, my favorite song was from trailer 1. So, Knife. MV, play. Breaking news.
Breaking news. 7 vampires, under a red notice for breaking a major taboo, have been spotted moving openly through the city. Despite repeated efforts by the VPU,
vampire
continues to stay one step ahead.
Police
Let's
unit.
take a look at the footage.
It's a knife.
The kid, like, protect the children. Ooh. I love the stop motions since Bad Desire.
It's a knife. It's a knife. It's a knife.
As a title track. going a tiny bit from like Future Perfect. In fact, it's different, but I don't know how to explain it. Nice and creepy. So like the idea of being observed, that's why everything is eyes everywhere.
Now we roll, it's a knife, 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 it's a knife, 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 now we roll, it's a knife, knife.
Oh, Funnel looked very, very manly there.
It's a knife. It's a knife.
Like at the end, like, I think you have catched us. Think better. I love the song. After Future Perfect, like, little by little they switch the song, maybe a tiny bit more sexy in music wise, not visual wise, if that makes sense. And then sometimes it was like more mellow sexy, if that makes sense, music wise. I don't know how to explain. I mean title track. But then after Bad Desire, it was a tiny bit more like edgy sounding compared with like the 2 or 3 comebacks before Bad Desire. Between Future Perfect and Bad Desire, if that makes sense. But now it's Knife, like it's not Future Perfect. Pass the mic. Yeah, was. Yeah, it was Future Perfect past the mic, right? Do I remember correctly? So now, like, came back to a very hip hoppy sound. It's not like they have a super extra hip hoppy title track, but like the switch scenes, it's not about love, I love you, oh my god. You know, it's back to that being the idea of Sin and Bad Desire. They got more edgier sound wise, and hip hoppy wise, if that makes sense. Envy wise, again, there's a lot of like stop motion. It's not literally stop motion, but like slow motion more. Like, or like members are like stop motion, but what's it's surrounding them, like the debris, it's slow motion. I don't know how to explain it. And I love that. There was more like, what was the other MV after Bad Desire, like the B-side for ENHYPEN? I don't remember. That had more the same stop motion, slow motion vibe. And here, like, they went ham with these effects. The first 3 trailers, we had this whimsical looking thing, like more earth, like real world wise. I don't know how to explain it. And then on the 4th, and the like had very cityscape, very futuristic, but also again cyberpunkish a tiny bit. I don't know why I thought that. So the MV, it's also has a very futuristic vibe. I don't know how to explain it. So, what is the rules that they violated? Being known, like showing themselves to the world. I suppose that was the big no. And then the VPU, which I only can think of Vampire Police Unit. But I can Also, other people are trying to hunt them, not just the or maybe it's the police, but it's like, oh, we are like undercover police. They're after them. It's not just normal people. I don't know. But they don't care. Like, I'm a knife. So, read the lyrics. Watch the MV again. Oh my god. I think I'm going to read the lyrics, like, just. If I could record the second watch of me just sitting down. I would have to done it, but I don't have. Oh, so lyric wise, it's the idea that I know you are after me. Like, wasn't that expression that a knife behind back? What's that expression in English? Also, you look not innocent. Oh, my glasses. I was like, why I don't see? The idea that you seem like friendly and smiling, but behind I have a knife ready to stab you, to betray you. And also at the same time, it's like, you're not. I know that you have a knife behind your back. I know your plans. But since I already know, and also, it doesn't matter if you have a knife. I'm strong, I don't care, and I can defeat you. So maybe both lore-wise, all these people coming to them as the vampires with like knives, trying to be like, oh, you're just like the barber, and it's like in reality they're trying to hunt them. It's like, I know your shtick, but also more like in real life, being if it's ENHYPEN wise, like people going after them with all this negativity and trying to diminish them, like trying to take them down, and it's like, you're not going to succeed it. Like, we are strong. Also, it's like, you're so obvious that we know what you are trying to do, and you're not going to succeed. Also, maybe a real situation where you have a friend group and you think like he's super friendly, but somehow you know that they trying to betray you, and it's like, nah, just you can do your own stuff. I'm above you. Okay, that's just Bonnie and Clyde. Like, it's a knife, like Clyde and Bonnie making love, and like, because if I remember correctly, like Bonnie and Clyde were these bank robbers, and during in America, the 30s, 20s, 30s, maybe 40s, and they were like hunted, and after that killed. But they done a lot of robberies, and also there were fatalities. So, but I think after that, a movie came out, like the Bonnie and Clyde movie. I don't know which year that movie came out, but old, and it became like romanticized, and even now, in 2026, now it's a lot of people when think of Bonnie and Clyde is like these romanticized like rebels or like outlaws, and they don't really think that they were just some criminals, but they're thinking of, oh, they loved them so much, they so much loyalty between those two, So right now I don't know where to put that story into the lyrics. Maybe since there's a lyric like easy as pie protecting my sweet honey. What? Easy as pie protecting my sweet honey. Again, the idea of loyalty. And I'm going to protect you with my life, even though we're doing bad stuff. But you're going to protect each other, so maybe the idea of loyalty, even though it was the wrong type of loyalty. So, watch the NBA again, but I don't think it's going really, really deep diving to the NBA because my back, it's killing me.
Breaking news. 7 vampires.
Wait. Vampire Pursuit Unit. Vampire Pursuit Unit. No, it's not Vampire Police Unit. I've got 2 of 3. Early this morning, location identified as tip-off footage in effort to apprehend 7 unidentified, I suppose, vampires. Okay, I backtracked to the trailer. Wait, if it's Vampire, no news, Seoul, 2 p.m. KST, Korean Standard Time, no, whatever. But why it's English-speaking news? If it's in Korea, Vampire Now Live. Do you have a specific news report for vampires? In TV network, breaking news from the Age of Ria. Truth begins here. The voice of the unseen, the keepers of truth in the light. Recorded before vanishes the truth in the dark. What was that mean? Also, sanguine index. the type AB is very high. Oh no, the A plus is and type O has gone down.
7 vampires under a red notice for breaking a major
Cash for capture. The Magnificent 7. High value targets. Reward for varies per suspect. So who's the one that has more bounty?
for breaking a major taboo have been spotted moving openly through the city. Despite repeated efforts by the VPU, the group continues to stay one step ahead.
High-rise buildings. According to witness, the video is called scaled high-rise buildings.
Let's take a look at the footage.
White's red notice vampire. Like, they have morals. Like, yes, the adults that trying to kill us, the kid, we're going to protect him. But they are having reflections in the mirrors, so it's not like the traditional vampire. I love the outfits. They are black and white and with like red strikes through the outfit, if I make sense. It's not a solid piece that it's red, it's just like a stripe. Like the transitions between like the members when the knife, like having that knife POV. Like, these are transitions are so cool. So there's someone, oh my god, there's no sun anymore. Someone like how to call them, cleaning the windows, but Some kind of just kick like the knife and immediately it goes to that person like who's trying to hunt them. I don't know what's on the knife. It looks more like Chinese characters. Yeah, it's Chinese. I don't think it's Japanese. It looks more like Chinese characters and I don't know. Maybe using Google Translate will help.
It's a knife. Sauce, butter, calories, it's a knife. What a deal, I got the chum chum. It's a knife. Not your kind of money making love. It's a knife. Just a wick and raw, now it raw. It's a knife, knife, knife. It's a knife, 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 knife.
Wait.
Now it raw. It's a knife.
I'm having like the Joker scene.
Now it raw. It's a knife.
Who's that? I thought it was Chu Sung-won, but it's Jae Sung-won. I think it's the first time you see Sung-won with that hairstyle. Like here it's not how do you call it? And that big poof of hair. It's a hairstyle that you see a lot on Jae and Nikki. But now it's on Sung-won.
It's a knife, 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 knife. Now we roll. It's a knife, knife, knife. It's a knife, 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 knife. 나는 반갑지 너의 귀여운
And also,
똥파리.
we are always watched.
가뿐하게 지켜 나의 사랑스러운 너니.
That's like it's creepy.
콧바람에 잠은 꼬리 웃겨서 금에서 너무 phony. 너의 틀은 자꾸 분해서 주먹 쥐고 다녀 screaming. 손에 집혀 놓으면 뻔해서 무너지지 why you skimming.
And the big part, the whole second verse. I love it. Like that whole piece from start to finish. The second verse from start to finish. Do that make sense? The chunk between the chorus 1 and chorus 2.
It's a knife. 소주 pouring color 피했어. It's a knife. 우린 영원
Wait.
소주 pouring color.
I suppose maybe it looks like clouds, like rainy clouds, but maybe it's the shadows, but there's the jumping on the buildings. Right, you see there. See people jumping.
Now we roll. It's a knife, knife, knife. It's a knife, 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 knife. Now we roll. It's a knife.
Suno here looks amazing. And also his hair color. Oh, it's like a scorpion. Oh, Nikki, it looks like it's a scorpion. Oh my god, my backside. Oh, it hurts so much. And it was very dark in the light sense, but also because maybe it's a night and everything, it's like the dark clouds, if that makes sense. But also when it's during the day, it's very white. I don't know how to explain, very full of light. So it's like maybe during night we go hunt and during day we're doing our own stuff, but people which are hunting us are hiding, and when it's night they come after us without hiding anymore, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it. I have in my brain then, but I love the song. It's a more hip-hoppy, mature sound for ENHYPEN, I suppose. Again, they're back to switch their music. style. I don't know how to explain. Well, I said it before, and I don't know how to explain it. I'm curious about the album. The Bad Desire album, I still didn't listen until now. I didn't. Yeah, it was only just a Bad Desire. I'm behind with all albums, K-pop, but I'm getting there. Someday I'm going to listen also the ENHYPENs, the last 2 albums, this one and the last one. I love Knife. Also, they put a lot of money in the trailers, and then like the whole lore drop. It's not more like subtle lore drop, if I make sense. I suppose you have to look everything very closely. MV-wise for Knife, again, I love that stop motion, the whole part that goes from the members, like the Knife POV. I love that. But also the knives. It's like we are so strong that those knives are not going to affect us. Like, maybe it's literal knives and fictional knives, metaphorical knives. That was what I'm thinking of. Like, because they are shattered, and it's not affecting us. Like, before the knife is getting to us, it's already shattered. No? So even for you throw knives at us, like, we still have some sort of protection that they don't get to us, like the wall. I mean, they were throwing when Jay was cooking, and they will see the wall full of knives, and it's like, it doesn't affect us. Like, they didn't even got to us. It's like, we have a long, like, they're getting closer to them, but it's not getting us. Maybe they're never going to get us. So I think that's it. I recorded for more than an hour because there was 4 trailers and the EP. And I say that I'm not going to talk much, and I'm going to keep it short, but it's impossible. Even if my back hurts so much, I still have to yap because I have no one to talk to. Maybe that's why so that's it. Love Knife. I'm curious about the new sound that we're getting for ENHYPEN. I'm curious about how this album is going to sound like. MV-wise, I hope everything was CGI and not AI. Please, hype, please. But who knows? I don't know when stuff are AI or not. If it's like special effects AI, I can notice, or in drones. But if it's a AI person, and now that I get super excited immediately. So that's it. If you're watching, thank you very much, and bye bye.